I'm Caitlin Alexander, and we are here on the top of the Westin Hotel downtown Nashville with CMT celebrating the next women of country. I'm Caitlin Alexander, and we are here downtown on Broadway in the heart of Music City for CMA Fest. I'm Caitlin Alexander, and we are here outside the Curb Event Center where Belmont University and the City of Nashville partnered to host the quarterfinal matches between the U.S. and Belgium for the Davis Cup. The opioid epidemic is not being talked about enough, and VNN is leading the discussion. We sat down with Nashville's mayor, Megan Barry, as she opened up about the loss of her son and what more can be done.
You know, opioids have always been a problem, but what you've seen over the last several years is a dramatic increase across our country in opioid deaths and overdoses.
According to the CDC, 33,000 Americans died in 2015 from overdose, and college students are the highest abusers of all prescription drugs.
You know, it's interesting, you know, in my own life, my son recently passed away about 3 months ago from an opioid overdose. So Max was a college student, and the drug that he took was Xanax. You know, Max had various drugs in his system, and not any one drug killed him. It was the combination.
Belmont has taken steps to keep students safe. Campus security, along with nurses on campus, are giving training to students who want it.
And we want to be proactive about things, so we got the training through our health department and pharmacy.
I really commend Belmont for the fact that they are making Narcan available to folks who can then save a life.
She also wants to avoid locking the problem away.
You wouldn't take somebody who's having an appendicitis attack to jail. You'd get them treatment.
The mayor hopes by talking openly about her own experience, others can be saved.
One of the things that I think is the most difficult for families is to actually say, we are experiencing this. But I can tell you since Max died, the number of people who have come up to me and shared their own personal stories has been overwhelming.
Caitlin Alexander reporting from downtown Nashville for VNN. Some of country music's rising stars came out to play at Nashville's hottest rooftop concert for CMT's hit series, The Next Women of Country.
So I think the series as a whole is really neat because I think it is not a secret that women in country music, especially in radio play, hasn't been that strong in the past couple years. So it's a cool concept to combine the newer up-and-coming women in country music and the legends of country music that we know.
Now, in its fifth year, newcomers Carly Pearce and Lindsay Ell joined double platinum ACM and CMA award winner Sarah Evans on stage to showcase their star power. The newly renovated Westin rooftop provided million-dollar views of Music City as the artists literally walked on water. CMT's Katie Cook, also an accomplished singer-songwriter, co-hosted the event alongside Cody Allen.
The hardest thing for any artist is to get exposure. That's something that any artist is going to struggle with in any genre, but especially females in country right now.
VNN got an exclusive look at CMT's work behind the scenes, from sound checks to coordinating events months before the acts were even booked.
Probably started scouting in 2 months out, and then like your shoot would be 2 months later. Yeah.
The hard work paid off as fans cheered and sang along to their favorite hit.
I was really excited to see Lindsay Ells. She's cool.
I'm super excited to see Carly Pearce because one of her most recent songs is like my favorite thing on the radio.
From the first hit on the radio to performing concerts on rooftops, CMT has helped shine a light on the next women of country.
Girl power.
I'm Caitlin Alexander reporting from downtown Nashville for VNN.
Happy CMA Music Fest week, everybody.
The 47th annual CMA Fest drew the largest crowds of country music fans in the event's history. Throughout Nashville, there were 11 official stages where more than 300 artists performed over the 4-day period. Several Belmont alumni had the opportunity to participate in the festival, such as Devin Dawson and Russell Dickerson, who performed at the Riverfront stage.
I love it. It's so much fun. This whole week is my favorite week to be in Nashville. It's just, there's so many people in town, the energy's so high.
Aspiring country star and former contestant on The Bachelorette, Luke Pell shared his advice for those who hope to be in the music industry.
The biggest thing is really just staying true to yourself. Everything else will kind of fall in place if you just keep moving forward towards your goals and stay true to who you are and why you're in love with what you do every day.
The Chevy Riverfront stage reached capacity crowds as Hunter Hayes performed on day 2.
There's no one way to do anything. Like, you have to find your route, you have to find your path, you have to do it your way and be truthful to that. You were built to do something that you're passionate about. Follow your instinct, follow your gut, because there's a reason that you have that feeling.
For VNN, I'm Caitlin Alexander. It's been 40 years since the Davis Cup was last in Nashville, and the city welcomed it back with open arms. The 3-day-long tournament began on Friday with John Isner and Sam Querrey on the U.S. team, each winning singles matches, defeating their Belgian counterparts. After a 3-hour and 14-minute match to start the day, Isner made sure to thank the crowd for keeping the energy high and helping him stay motivated.
Home court advantage is so important, and you guys were a huge factor this afternoon, so I appreciate that.
We had really good crowd energy in here. Our fans were amazing. The Belgian fans were wonderful. They supported their team very loudly for a small contingent.
The crowd didn't die down on either side as Ryan Harrison and Jack Stock played doubles on day 2. The two defeated the Belgians after a 3-hour match, putting the U.S. through to the Davis Cup Finals for the first time since 2012. On day 3, the U.S. defeated Belgium in one final dead singles match, followed by an autograph session on the court for fans.
I thought it was going to be a really special place to play, and it was even better than that.
The players loved the setup, the court was good. Being in Nashville, there's a lot of fun things to do, so I think everybody enjoyed their experience.
Oh, that's exceeded my expectations. You know, it's such a fun event.
For VNN, I'm Caitlin Alexander.
What a trip being back here. This is awesome.
Just days after returning from their European tour, I sat down with alumni band Moon Taxi. Can you talk about what your journey's been like since you left Belmont?
It's been a long, sometimes uphill struggle to stay in the music business, but we all have a shared vision of what we want, and it's been a lot of fun every step of the way. So I think the key to our success was just continued growth in our songwriting. So I think that that's very important for aspiring musicians to keep writing songs, write as many as you can, and throw out the good ones, throw out the bad ones, start anew. Maybe the next batch will be better.
The band stopped by their old dorms and even got the chance to talk to some of the students who live there now.
My guy's right there.
Yeah, I used to live here.
They discussed how their time at Belmont helped them gain the success they have today.
No one song is alike in the sense that it doesn't come from the same place. You know, sometimes there'll be one person that comes up with the majority of the lyrics, the music, or sometimes it'll be a collaboration. But what is consistent is everyone gets like a final kind of say and to put their touch into it, to moon taxify it.
And knowledge of recording technology was very valuable for this band. Spencer was a music tech major. Yeah. That's been very beneficial and, you know, saved us a lot of money in the long run, having someone that can do that within the band, which is kind of rare.
What would you say to someone who wants to be where you guys are today?
I'd say it's going to take a while. Most of the time it takes a long time, and you have to keep trying. And if it's not working where you are, don't give up. Just keep trying something new.
It's hard not to throw in a cliche like, you know, keep trying, but like honestly it took us, you know, many failed attempts before we had any molecule of success. So just to kind of bring it back to what Tommy said, try, and then if it doesn't work, try something new. And if you really want it, you'll get there eventually because it'll just be a process of trial and error, and you'll figure out what it's going to take for you to get to where you want to go.